My Rags and Fitness people, my Rags and Fitness folks, my Rags and Fitness fam. It is your man Rags. Back off up in this thing. And when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about a knee deep. All the way off up in it. Hey guys, please let's do ourselves a favor and let's keep God above it all. God first in everything we do. And for all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll tide roll, baby? Hey, it is your man Rags back off up in this thing, man. And guys, today I'm not going to really be talking about too much of the Alabama Crimson Tide practice, which that shit what I should really be talking about there, guys. But we're going to be talking about our former coach, right? Nick Saban, right? And I know you guys have heard the news and seen the news about Nick Saban saying he finally coming out and saying it, right? I made a video earlier. I was saying when he was talking to Reese Davis, I said this. I said, Nick Saban, I believe a lot of the things he say, but that one thing I did not believe when he said it, the NIL wasn't a reason, right? I knew it was a reason, right? And Nick Saban has said for years and years and years, he has not had a issue. He has not had a problem. He want players to get compensated, right? He just said there needs to be some kind of rules and regulations to it. That's with anything we do, ladies and gentlemen. It should have some sort of rules and regulations to it. You can't just go out and just be rogue with the things that you do, right? We have a lot of people that's just making their own narrative up about Mr. Nick Saban and what he think about the NIL, because there's a lot of people that don't really follow Alabama when it comes to get in depth with Alabama, right? When knowing the ins and outs and with watching all of the press conferences and things like that that Nick Saban has done, they don't know. They just see these guys on ESPN and these guys with big YouTube channels throwing out any kind of narrative that they want to throw out on Nick Saban. And now people they're putting their judgment out there, right, on what they think about Nick Saban. Nick Saban said this when he came back from that that playoff game, right? There was a lot of guys that was upset, right? From what I was reading from the Chris Lowe script that was out there, right? And Nick Saban was saying he just didn't like what he was hearing from some of the players, right? When in regards to the NIL and the transfer portal. I'm willing to say this. I believe it was more of the transfer portal more than the NIL, which they kind of coexist with each other, because if a kid don't get what he want, he go into the transfer portal. If a kid don't play on time, he go into the transfer portal. If a kid don't get the money he want, he go into the transfer portal. But with Nick Saban saying what he said, a lot of people taking whatever narrative they want. Like I say, they're just running with it, right? I saw Mr. I really didn't see it. I kind of got a glimpse of it, but I want to go along with you and I want to react with along with you guys, right? Unc, right? We got Unc, Mr. Shannon Sharp, right? We got Mr. Shannon Sharp. Guys, please excuse my phone and my watch going on. We got Mr. Shannon Sharp and Mr. Ucho Cinco, right? Which is the nightcap guys, right? Now these guys, they were talking about Mr. Nick Saban. We're going to pull it up here. We're going to go along with each other and we're going to watch it, right? Guys, don't copyright me or nothing like that. I do not own the rights to any of this, guys. I just want to go over it and we're going to react together along with each other. YouTube, please treat me right on this one. All right, guys, we're going to add this one. We're going to add it up here, right? And we got Mr. Shannon Sharp, guys. So let's listen to what this guy's saying real quick. Let's see if we can't do a little reaction to it, right?
Favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on. We were talking about earlier when it first came out that he was retiring. Nick Saban says NIL money and transfer portal influenced his retirement. Saban says, I thought we could have had a hell of a team next year. And then maybe 70-80% of the players you talk to, and all they want to know are two things. What assurance do I have that I'm going to play? Because they're thinking about transferring, and how much money are you going to pay me? Saban questioned whether the new goal for college football players might be to make as much money in college as possible, and said that wasn't necessarily wrong. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying that's bad, but it wasn't what propelled his team to success over the years.
Once again, Nick Saban has always been an advocate for paying the players, guys. I must reiterate this because throughout all this whole thing, and you look in the comment section of this guy's video, they're saying crazy stuff. Nick Saban has always been for the players making their money, guys.
The way he sees it, the driver has always been personal development, academic achievement, and preparing for the NFL.
Right. I told you when it first came out, when he said he was going to retire, or there were rumblings of him going to retire. You can't compete. Now it evens the playing field now that NIL has come into play. And
it is like Chad Ochocinco just say whatever comes to his mind and he don't think, right? He's saying this is what he's saying. Chad Ocho is saying that Nick Saban can't compete because the NIL is out there, right? Yeah, man, you got to do your research before. Bro, the NIL has been out here for a few years now. Nick Saban just retired in January, bro. So what I'm saying is, Chad, is Nick Saban has coached while this stuff was going on, and he has won. He has recruited well. It's just this guy is 72 years old, and he don't want to continue to go through this grind. That's acceptable, bro. That's acceptable. How many of us got jobs that we go in every day, and there's a lot of 72-year-old people just walking around every day? You may have one or two stragglers, but the job force is not filled with 72-year-old people. These guys want to go and enjoy their lives before it's over with, right? So listen to what these guys are saying. They're saying that he don't want to coach in the NIL area, and he did it already. He did it for a few years, but he's getting older. Come on, bro.
Let's say there was NIL before, just nobody talked about it.
Yeah.
Nobody said it. Everything was done under the table.
Yeah.
Where did everybody want to go play? Everybody want to go play at Alabama.
Because you're going to get a challenge or a charge out the deal. Now guys driving land.
That's stupid. Man, that's stupid, Shannon Sharp. These guys go to a lot of places and get challenges and charges, man. They go to Georgia. They go to Auburn. They go to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and they get challenges and charges. What are you talking about, Shannon? Come on, bro. Alabama wasn't the only people. And Alabama wasn't. It was the boosters and stuff that was giving this stuff out, bro. Come on, man. Don't act like Alabama. Now, when it comes to talking about something about Alabama being productive and anything else other than sports, you guys say we have the poorest state, the poorest cities, the most obese this and the most this, that, and that. We don't have teeth in our mouth. We mess with our relatives and all of this stuff. But when it comes to football, all of a sudden, we have the most money. We could just pull it out of anywhere. And he's going to contradict himself later on in this interview, but that's what they're talking about now. The Alabama just give out charges and challenges, and if the players was getting charges and challenges, that's cool. They was getting it from the boosters, right? And these other colleges was giving it. You don't think Texas was doing that? You don't think Oregon was doing that? You don't think they had enough money to do that? What are you talking? You don't think Michigan and Ohio State was able to do that? Come on, bro. Alabama was the only college. Come on, bro. A winner is going to have these things attached to them. And right now he's winning. This is one thing about Shannon Sharp. This is what people don't like to do. Right now in the entertainment world, the podcast world and all that, Shannon Sharp is winning. And right now while Shannon Sharp is winning, everybody is hating on him, right? They're talking about him so bad. They're calling him gay. They're calling him all of this stuff. And he do not like it. It's hurting him. It's killing him, right? But when it happens to Alabama, he can go back and he say all of this negative stuff about these people that was actually winning and they was doing it the right way under Coach Saban. All these other programs, no one's talking about because they wasn't winning. And he should be the last person right now that's hating on a winner because he's winning in the podcast arena right now.
Lambos and Ferraris.
Hey, so again, what comes into play now? For me, Coach Saban, I believe in your coaching. I believe in your system. You should believe in your players. Don't walk away from the game now that the playing field is even. Why do that?
Chad, what are you talking about, bro? This dude been believing in his players and believing in his team and doing what he do. This guy's 72 years old, Chad. Chad, what are you talking about, bro? You just being, what you talking about? He's walking away from the game now. This man got a wife. This man got a family. This man got stuff he want to do. bro. And you talking about he walking away from the game at 72 years old. You know what God promised us? 6 scores and 10. He promised us 70 years, bro. And after that, ain't nothing else promised to you. So, man, this man got to get out of here. This man done lived a long life, bro. Already coaching has been his man life. And now it's something that he don't want to have to do the stuff that he's doing at 72 years old. He has every right to lead a game when he left it. Because he's one of the greatest coaches, bro. He don't owe you nothing. He don't owe nobody nothing. This man done won, and he done did it the right way, bro. I don't know what you talking about, Chad. Come on, get it together, baby.
Don't do that. Because at the NFL level, everybody gets a check each week, don't they?
Right.
But you still got to coach them up and get.
This ain't the NFL level, Chad. Chad, this is not the NFL level. Players can't just get up and go and just say they're going to leave a program and just go to any other program they want to. There's rules and regulations behind this, Chad. There's free agency periods, right? There's franchise tags. There's stuff that's going on, Chad. Why do you not believe this, Chad? What are you saying, Chad? You played the game at both levels. What are you saying? I know when you was around, the NIL wasn't around, the transfer portal wasn't around. These are two totally different things, Chad. Two totally different things. You're talking about the NFL, they get a bag, and yes, they do. But they also have to do certain things to get that bag. You have to sign a contract to get that bag. These guys in the NCAA college football, they're not signing contracts. That's what Nick Saban is saying, Chad. He's saying there needs to be some kind of something signed to where these guys just can't get up and leave when they want to. So if he's paying them money, that's cool. He'll pay them money, right? But if they don't get the money that they want, they just jump into the transfer portal and go whenever they want to. They can't do that in the NFL. If they sign the contract to go to a team, they must fulfill that contracts, right? They must fulfill their duties on that contract. They can't just get up and go. That's what we're saying, Chad. That's what Nick's been saying. And for anybody that's confused, you don't want to use your mind and you can't understand what's going on. Chad is pretty much laying it out here what's going on right now. That he's talking about the NFL. They get a bag in NFL, but they can't just do what they want to do like these college players are doing, and there will be something done about it in the future. Bro, I'm all for players to get paid too. But, bro, you can't just get up and just hop and just do what you want to do, bro. They say the coaches do it. But when the coaches do it, bro, I mean, it is what it is. It's a contract out there. They have to pay so much back on these contracts, right? If they don't fulfill their duties. And the players is getting to go wherever they want to go, and there's no repercussions behind it, bro. You get to do what you want to do.
Get them boys prepared to play every Saturday. It's the same thing.
But you see, it's different now.
Oh, because you're not getting the best players. See, is that the problem?
But see, here's the thing. In college, you always
that man was still getting the best players. While the NIL was going on, let's say, just do your research, Chad. Look at the last few years while the NIL was going on. That man was still recruiting in the top 4, the top 2. He was 1 or 2 every year, man. 1 or 2 every year that he was in. I think 1 year he might have got the 3rd position with the NIL going on, bro. Like, that man was still recruiting at an elite level. If I'm lying, somebody please tell me I'm lying about this right now. The man was still recruiting great at the NIL level. You just making a narrative up that does not make sense, bro.
The coach always had the authority because the college coach made way more. Well, the players weren't supposed to be making anything, but they're making money. See, in the NFL, you can't talk to a player in the NFL like you can a 17, 18-year-old kid. That's a grown-ass man.
Right.
A lot of times he's married with kids. So you can't mofo him like you can a college kid.
Right.
You see, a college kid is trying to get to where that NFL player already is. So what you gonna do? Threaten him? He already in the NFL. What you gonna say bad things about him? I'm already here. See, college kids, they're like, man, he might say something bad about me. The scouts come, he might say I'm difficult to work with.
Right.
And see, that's the label. I get that. You know what I'm saying? The thing on me, Shannon's difficult to work with. And I had a meeting today. I'm not gonna get too much in it. I said, you know what? If I say I'm worth $100 and somebody try to pay me 20, you damn right I'm difficult to work with because I ain't taking that bull jive.
Right.
So that's the way they turn it. I say, well, I think I'm worth this. Well, we'll pay you this. Nah, I'm good. Well, he's kind of difficult to work with. Oh, really? because I won't take your low ball offer. I'm difficult to work with.
Right.
You see how they put that? You see how they can spin it and make you look bad? Damn. Well, damn, I ain't really.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about right now, Shannon. This has nothing to do with Nick Saban. You're just making up some kind of narrative, but we'll go with it.
They heard nobody else, and you don't put. If they don't put too much thought into that, well, damn, ain't nobody else ever said Shannon was difficult to work with. I ain't never, he played 14 years in the league in Baltimore and Denver, never said anything. His old job at CBS never said anything. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Shannon.
Right.
Oh.
They always gonna lowball you now. And anything,
but see, the college coaches,
right?
Who you think they're gonna ask? They're gonna come and, hey, oh, you a college coach? Okay, Coach Johnson, what's Sharp like? I mean, he's a good player now.
Yeah.
He's not the hardest worker. If I make sure I keep him eligible, right. You see, all the time. I'm like, damn. When scouts would come, hey Bill, what's that Sharp boy? I be sitting in the office because I worked in Coach Davis's office. Right. They didn't know that was me that was asking about. Hey, what's that Sharp fella like? Coach Davis said, tapes on the desk. Hell, you ain't gonna believe anything I tell you anyway.
Right.
That's how they do it. So the players now, okay, what you got for your boy? It ain't good enough, Ocho. It ain't good enough now.
Right.
To give me 5,000. Can you build mama a house? Because see, back in the day, Ocho, when things were really bad,
yes,
they told a story one time of what Chip.
Sounds like what Shannon Sharp is talking about is this is an NCAA problem. This is not a Nick Saban problem. This is going to be kids everywhere. This is not just going to be kids from Alabama. So I know he's just trying to make up a scenario right now to get you guys to understand. Well, he's a talking head and he's supposed to, be entertaining and he's supposed to create content, right? And right now he's just coming up with something to try to give you guys something to look at and think on, right? But this is a bigger issue than just Nick Saban. You better believe that.
Banks, the great linebacker out of Augusta, Georgia, he ended up playing at USC, and they told a story. I don't know if it's true or not. They said that his mom needed a refrigerator and a washer and dryer.
Right.
But the school that brought the refrigerator and the washer and dryer, he didn't go there. They said, well, why didn't he go to the school that bought his mom a washer and dryer and a refrigerator? He said the other school built a house around it. So now NIL, that's probably fabrication. But you see, Ocho, somebody gonna give me $1 million. You gonna give me 200,000. Where you think I'm going, bro? My family ain't got bread like that.
Right. And we talk about Alabama, right? We talk about Alabama. Alabama has the system, the boosters, and the money to continue to compete, even
not like
with NIL
Texas.
going on.
Not like Texas. Not like USC.
So if college players have been getting paid from the beginning, because that's the narrative that a lot of people say, oh, these college players have been getting paid a lot of money, right? I hope you're not just saying that before the NIL that Alabama was the only team to get paid. So now Shannon Sharp is saying, oh, Alabama ain't got that much money. They don't have more than the USC. They don't have more than Texas. So if Texas had more money than us and got better boosters, those regents and stuff down there, and USC had all of these boosters and stuff over there too, why haven't they been relevant within the last few years? Why haven't they been winning national championships? If they got all the money, right? You mean to tell me that the NIL is the first time that you heard of these colleges paying people money? Evidently not, because you're saying that they went to Alabama for charges and challenges, but what you're saying is that Alabama was the only school doing that, right? And other schools wasn't. From what I'm just reading between the lines, because now you're saying that Texas got the money. Alabama can compete with Texas when it comes to money. So which one is it? Is it Texas got the money and they can pay the players better, right? USC got the money and they can pay the players better, right? They've been had boosters there, right? You don't think they've been trying to get these guys? You don't think they give them challenges and charges and stuff too, right? You don't think that's what they get? And you speak of Lamborghinis, right? I guess you're trying to say that the guy that left Alabama and went to Texas got a Lamborghini. Actually, he took a picture with that Lamborghini, but that's not really what he got. He got a Ford Bronco. The Ford Bronco is what he actually got. So I'm trying to figure out here, like these guys paint a narrative that fits them. They don't think about what they're saying before they say it. Now, you talking to a guy that watch Alabama football and is diehard Alabama fan. Of course, I'm going to defend my guys, right? But if you're making a point and it makes sense, it's nothing I can say. It's nothing I can do. But when you make the narrative that Texas and USC has more money and the boosters can pay a little bit more, you don't think they would have been paying these guys to come to their school? You don't think that they have been paying these guys, these boosters, been finding a way, even if the school don't know nothing about it? You don't think that these guys have been finding a way to pay these players? You don't think that these schools have been paying way more money than Alabama to get these guys there from the beginning of Saban's time? And Saban still found ways to win. So what you want to do is you want to discredit this guy's recruiting ability. You want to discredit this guy's coaching ability. You want to discredit the things that he's done. And you say it's all about the money. Man, come on, bro.
Texas got oil money.
Right. Okay. I see you going with that.
They can't compete like that.
Right.
But here's the thing, Ocho.
Now they can't compete like that.
But you gonna give me $350. He gonna give me $750. Where you going, Ocho? You a 17, 18-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
and yet Texas still hadn't recruited up until the point when Nick Saban retired. Texas still hadn't recruited better than Alabama. With all of this being said, Texas got all the money. USC got all the money, right? Nick Saban coached in the NIL era. And with all of that being said, neither one of those schools has had a better recruiting class than Nicholas Saban. So what do you account that to? Do you account that to the money, or do you account that to this man being a master recruiter and a great coach? Now, I know where they're going to go to in the end with it, but what I'm saying is even all of this chit-chat in between, it makes no sense.
If I was a 5-star coming out and I got a choice, yeah, I'm going to the highest bidder because I'm getting my grandma, I'm getting my family out of this bull jive situation.
Right.
Ain't no more spam, ain't no more deli meat, ain't no more buying the sausages, ain't no more
sandwiches.
That. No, hell no. Nah. Ain't no more wish sandwiches. Got 2 pieces of bread. Damn, I wish I had some meat in here. And close them up. Oh, hell nah. No, we about to eat good.
Right.
Hey, Granny, ain't no more cleaning no houses.
Yeah, but I just running from it like that and just quitting and folding.
Nick Saban ran from it, guys. He quit it and he folded. This man done coached years with the NIL going on, bro. This guy had a top quarterback. His quarterback was one of the first guys, Bryce Young, that was making this great money like that, boy. And now all of a sudden, Nick Saban was running from it, man. Oh, Joe, Chad, come with something better than that, my boy. Come with something better than that. This man done coached under that stuff. That had the top quarterback, bro. Was making some of the most money in the NIL at that time when it was first really popping off like that. You gonna say this 72-year-old man was running from it? He ain't running from it, bro. He just is 72 years old, dog. Come on, man.
One of the greatest coaches of all time.
He the greatest college coach.
The greatest college coach of all time.
Think about it, Ocho. The 2 greatest college coaches of all time both coached at the same school. Coach Bryant and Coach Saban.
Roll daggone tide, baby. You know who it is. Talk that talk.
Mm-hmm.
They got 13 champions. They got 12 between the 2 of them. Coach Saban won 1 at LSU. But they got 12 national championships just between 2 coaches.
Man, that's crazy.
Coach Saban lost in a title game twice, and he lost in the college football playoffs another 2 or 3 times. So theoretically, man could have 10, 11 championships.
Easily.
I mean, he lost 1 on the final second. Deshaun beat him on the final play of the game.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I mean, I understand him. He don't want to compete with the NIL. But again, you still are the greatest coach of all time. I would have rolled it out.
He competed with the NIL. He did all this, what he wanted to do with it, bro. Like he was done with it. Yeah, of course. And it is the NIL. But I see you got down there. Listen, you got down here. Nick Saban, NIL money, transfer portal influence, retirement, right? We're talking more about the NIL. We're not talking anything about this transfer portal, which a lot of times the NIL is what runs the players into the transfer portal. But you got to understand the transfer portal is really what it was, right? I'm going to pay you your money. You come here, I'm going to give you what you want. But you just can't decide in the middle of a season or right after the season that you want so much money, so much more money. And if I don't give it to you, you're just going to decide to leave. They can't do that in the NFL. If you sign a contract, you have to do certain things. You have to show up to so many training camps. You have to do, and if you don't, then you don't get paid that money, right? So, and what they're saying is, and what Nick Saban is saying is, in the NCAA, there has to be some kind of structure to it. You can't just decide, if you don't give me the money, I'm leaving. Now you're holding me hostage as a coach. You're holding. Think about if you was at the helm, if you was at the head of a football team, and somebody just threatened you, said, "Coach, if you don't give me the money I want, I'm gonna leave." And everybody's saying that's okay. That's okay. Like that's what that should be. And of course, the players should get their money. Maybe they should make millions. But once you sign that contract and you get what you get, bro, you can't just up and jump and leave. If you didn't want to sign the contract, you shouldn't have signed it from the get-go. You get what you get, right? Or whatever they allow you to get. I don't know how the NIL exactly works, but I know how the transfer portal works. And when they don't want to do something, if they don't want to be sitting behind somebody, they just get up and leave. And I can understand in some cases a guy that's got great talent and he's just sitting behind another great player and he want to go to a university and he know that he can provide his talents to that university. That's a different story. But if you're holding me hostage because I'm giving you $2 million already and you want $7 million and you can just jump in the transfer portal at any time, bro, then you got to go. Because if I got to pay you, that means I have to pay other players too. So you're not taking into account that there's a limited amount of money out here that I can spend on you and your teammates. So there's no system in place right now, right? Like a salary cap or nothing like that on these guys, on how much money they can really give them and pay them. They just paying these players, man. And if they don't feel like that's enough, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So that's what they're doing, man. And I want to reiterate, you have any right to do whatever you want to do, especially if there's no structure involved into it, if you can do it. But what I say is it's got to be some kind of structure. There's a structure in everything that we do in life. And if there's not structure in things that you do in life, guess what you have? You have chaos. So guess what the NCAA landscape has become? Chaos. So if anybody got any issue with that, you need to take it up with the NCAA because it's chaos, bro. It's chaos.
I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all why I'm the greatest coach of all time. Because even with the NILs in place, even with players choosing to go to other schools, we still roll tide.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ocho, you could only keep losing so many guys. Think about how many guys. Them guys ain't nobody staying till their senior year. Them redshirt sophomores and them juniors, they gone.
Right.
The Calvin.
Shannon Sharp, you preaching to the choir, bro. We've been losing guys since day one. We've been losing guys to the NFL draft. I mean, in large numbers. Shannon Sharp, not only have we lost football players to the transfer portal, we have lost coaches to the NFL, to other NCAA teams. We have been poached, and Nick Saban has still found the way to win. He just this last year, he lost 2 games altogether, but he won an SEC championship. He was on the way. He was down to one play going to the national championship, and he would have wiped the floor with whoever else was on the other side, just to be quite honest with you. And it was going to be Washington. So what up?
Really, the Julios, the Jared Judy, the Ruggs, the Waddle, they gone.
Right.
Look at them running back. And the thing was, Ocho,
and we still winning. Name a wide receiver that we had on the team that we just had in 2023, and we were still winning. Name a running back that we had. You can name all the Derrick Henrys you want to, but when you do that, don't leave out just Jam. Don't leave out Justice Haynes and Jam Miller. Don't leave those guys out. We keep reloading. That's what Nick Saban was doing. So with everything that you're saying, you're still You even mentioned it in this tape here that Nick Saban was one of the great coaches of all time. But you have to stand on, like, you have to keep reiterating that. You can't say he was the greatest and then come back and talk about all the guys leaving. You know, when those guys left, he reloaded. That's when I tell you he was a master recruiter. And it wasn't even just about the money. It was about what Nick Saban offered, bro. He was a great coach.
You got to get on because ain't no guarantee you going to have that job. Because them young boys hungry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Them young boys hungry. You got to get up out of there. Because I stay another year. Guy beat me out. There's my opportunity. Them DTs that he was rolling with, the Quentin Williams and the Allens.
Yeah.
They gone.
Yeah, some boys.
Them DBs gone.
The funny thing,
and we were still winning without him, bro. We reload, like I said before.
Used to be when all them boys left, it was something coming up right behind them too.
Yes.
Every time.
Chad just don't have a clue. He just there just to be there. Hey, Shannon Shaw, hey, get me on the show, bro. Get rid of this dude, man. Get rid of this guy, dog.
Yes.
Every time it was always something coming up right behind him.
You know what? But here's the thing, though, Ocho. Coach Saban can say, I can guarantee you three things. You're gonna play for an SEC title.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna play for a national. You're gonna.
And when did that stop?
When you're gonna play for the SEC title.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna play for a national championship. I'm gonna guarantee you those, and I'm gonna get you to the league.
When did that stop?
They say now that ain't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to guarantee me $1 to $2 million, and can we still play for that?
And they did, and they gave a lot of them good money. But when they wanted even more than that after they played one season, they went into the transfer portal. Guess why they went into the transfer portal? Because there was no rules and regulations telling these guys that they couldn't do it.
Because it's like, Ocho, if I go to school, the way I looked at it when I went to Savannah State, hell, if I'm here for 4 years, I might as well graduate, get my degree.
Right.
They say, okay, if I got to come here and I'm going to go to the NFL, I might as well make as much money as I can while I'm here.
I agree. If they're giving it out, make it.
Right.
But if they're not giving you as much as you want and you already guaranteed, I mean, you signed to say you was going to play, y'all discussed it before you came. You should have anyway, right? And then you getting mad about something else and you jump in the transfer portal.
So what's the problem, Ocho? If I got to stay 3 years, I go ahead and make me $3-4 million and get up out of here. That's good money.
Yeah.
Mama straight. I don't know what's going to happen in the NFL.
Right.
But I know I already got $3-4 million.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at the kids. Get that money.
It's a funny thing.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at them either. And I hope nobody don't think I'm mad at them. And that ain't what we saying. It's that transfer portal.
I mean, think about how many kids, college has been running a racket for the longest time. See, college, the difference between you know what college is? It's the farm system for the NFL.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, the minor league is the baseball farm system. That's the baseball farm system.
Right.
College is football and basketball farm system. I get a look at you, Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for 3-4 years.
Right. Against the best competition, depending on where you go to school.
Yeah. So now these guys like, I got to get this.
And
these kids, $3, $4, $5, $6, $5 million.
Yeah.
$5 million for an 18-year-old, Ocho.
Everybody, not all of them now. In order to command that top dollar, you got to be that boy.
Exactly. Now y'all starting to talk sense. And in order to demand that type of money, you got to perform better than what you got to show me something. And if you show it to me, I might give it to you. But once I give it to you, you come back next season and you want $20 million. It's always going to go up. These are 18-year-old kids and they see that you want them bad. They are desirable. And if the more desirable they think they are, the more money they're going to ask. That's the same thing with the guys in the NFL, right? But there's still structure there.
Boy. You got to be that boy. We talk about coming into a college.
Even if you ain't that boy, Ocho, these kids transferred, they're already getting 150,000 to 200. Think about it, you 17, 18 years old, what Ocho would have did with 150, 200,000. Man, we was happy to get 30. I was happy my grandma sent me $5 to $20.
Yeah.
Can you imagine 150,000?
Yeah. Hey, times are different.
I'd kept me about 4 or 5 of them things. I kept me 4 or 5 of them. Ah, yeah, baby. Man, please.
All right, guys. That's pretty much most of that, guys. Let's go to the comment section just to read a few comments real quick, because people seem to be like, this dude is like, he's getting a cult following right now, man. Hey, shout out to Shannon Sharp and Ucho Seco for doing their thing, man. Man, come on, bro. Like, this is a topic that hit me. So I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Now, I might catch some backlash from somebody that may see me post this video and they love this guy and they may come in here, but I'm ready for all. I'm gonna have to be ready for it, bro. I'm gonna have to be ready for it. But let's read some of these comments, man. Check this out. I wrote a comment in there, right? We ain't gonna read mine. This guy right here. What's his name? Let's see his name. Eddie Eddie Koger, 1082. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. What are you, bro? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Are you saying that ain't no fun now that the players can request pay? That's cool, bro. And Nick Saban has been an advocate for that. If you don't know, then I can't even talk to you about this, bro. But Nick Saban been saying that they should get paid. I've said this several times in this video. He just saying it should be a structure somewhere. Bull jive should be on the t-shirt. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. All of the university and coaches have been making all the money. It's no fun when the kids get the bag. Ain't nobody saying that. Ain't nobody saying that. Pay the kids they bag. Let them get their money. But if anything is funny, then they hit that transfer portal. That's in it. That's just all them folks saying, bro. I'm one of them. I say pay them players, bro. I'm saying it now. So anybody say anything, I'm saying play them. Pay them. But when you do stupid stuff, man, like just because you get mad about anything, you just hit the transfer portal. That's what needs to have the most regulations out of anything is the transfer portal. You put more regulations on the transfer portal, then the NIL will kind of fall in behind. Because guess what? These kids come to your university and you decide on the pay, right? Whatever that pay is, they get, right? Let's just say a 5-star recruit, he getting paid let's say $400,000, right? So he getting paid $400,000. He come in there, and if that transfer portal now got some restrictions on it, say, hey man, if you come here and we giving you $400,000, hey man, whatever happened, but you jump in the transfer portal, you can't jump in the transfer portal until after 3 years or whatever, right? Then people will start actually calming down a little bit. It won't be as much chaos. When you say, hey man, when you sign this initial contract, you can't jump into the transfer portal until such and such and so, right? Maybe your senior year or something like that. I'm not saying don't pay the players. I'm saying put something on that transfer portal where they just can't up and leave. That's what I'm saying. And if you want to like say for instance, know what college you want to go to before you go to it. Do some research, do some due diligence, man. So if you know that this is a certain amount of players at your position at this college, say for instance Alabama, right? And you know Arizona got maybe a open spot. Hey, choose Arizona. So if you know you want to go and play right away, choose a school you can go play right away in. Go ahead and sign whatever you're gonna sign for that NIL you want, and you know you locked in. That's all I'm saying. A coach, right? And let me say this. If you sign something, right, saying I'm gonna lock in, you should be able to get out of that. You should be able to get out of that contract, but you got to pay so much of that money back. The same way these coaches do, they have buyout clauses, right? If you leave this program in such and such amount of time, then guess what? I got to buy you out. So guess what? If there's a college team that want one of these players, guess what they need to do? They need to pay that buyout then. If you want to come and you want my kid so bad to come to your college and play and play for you, then go ahead and get this buyout. I mean, they still gonna buy them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, put some kind of clause on it. See how bad another program really wants your kid. Because right now he can come and poach your kid. He ain't got no kind of repercussions or nothing. Make that other college pay you a buyout. That's what I'm saying. Make it that way. No more dealerships fronting Alabama players, challenges, and charges. Trent Richardson had a brand new truck on 30-inch rims in my city, rolled tied to the dealer pipeline. This seemed like a hater to me. What's his name? Top shot of you. Why you worry about Trent Richardson in his 30s on his thing? You don't know where he got it from. You don't know what booster got it from. Now you saying that the dealership front Alabama player charge. You been wanting to say this for a long time. This been in your heart, boy. Trent Richardson, talk to the cat, man. Find out who he is. Oh, someone didn't have the advantage no more, so he's angry. What are you saying? You don't know nothing about no college football. This man has had the top recruiting classes since he's been there pretty much. And his last few years, he's been in the top 2. So what are you saying, man? What are you saying? He ain't had no advantage anymore. He can't. What he's saying is that it's chaos out there, and somebody got to put something on it before these kids go crazy. You got to put some kind of contract out there to say you can't just up and leave when you want to, bro. Like, it's gonna have to be a buyout. If you want to go, buy it out. That's all I'm saying. Look at this guy. This guy, only dude talking since Rule Boy 876. He said, y'all missing the point. He never had an issue with players getting paid. Man, that's the last comment I'm gonna read because these people are talking so crazy, bro. These people talking so crazy, bro, to the point to where I don't even want to keep reading that, guys. I done made this video almost a whole hour, man, and I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it rock, man. I'm gonna hopefully you guys watch it all the way to the end. I don't know, man. It just this right here struck me a little bit, right? But for all of my people that tuned in, man, please like, comment, subscribe. Old Rags channel, man. I'm up out this thing, man. I know you love looking deep down into the pits of my eyes. Look at them. Look deep down off up into them. I might mesmerize you now. Hey, old Rags up out of here already. Yeah.